Hello and welcome to my channel. You're with Enlightenment Rose Terra. If you're new to my channel, you're very welcome here. I do want to say is please take the bits that you resonate with and leave the rest. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. Keep in mind, roles can be reversed in these readings. This is a general collective reading, so it may or may not resonate for all of you. But if it does, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. That way the next time I upload a reading, you won't miss it. You'll be notified when my readings get posted. If you've already subscribed to my channel, I do want to say a big thank you, and you're very welcome here. This is going to be a general reading for Pisces. Keep in mind, Pisces, this can be anything that you're going through. This could be something that's already happened with you. This could also be something that you're wanting to come towards you, or it could be simply something that is outside your connection, something that's going on around you, and it's like you're aware of it. Okay, I'll just fix my camera. Sorry about that. Okay, let's welcome our guardian angels and angels and divine. Please join us in this reading for Pisces. What messages do you have for Pisces? Please give me one shuffle. Thank you. Tell me about Pisces, please. Please tell me about Pisces. Three of Cups. Celebrating those feelings and emotions of yours with other people. Three of Cups is all about celebrations. Throwing a party, having a party, celebrating an engagement, wedding, birthdays, graduations, homecomings, baptism, christenings, birth of a child, whatever it is. But this is celebrating, having a party, raising a toast, raising that cup to celebrate. This could be also with your passion. Maybe someone was passionate to, offer that cup, celebrate an extra cup. This also could be that you're celebrating with family and friends, going out for a couple of drinks, going out for dinner, however you want to celebrate. Three of Cups, that's what it is, that energy of celebrations. But it's illuminating that there is an extra cup that's walking towards the two cups. So your energy is the Three of Cups. Either you know that there's an extra cup in this connection, or you maybe could be having a party, celebrating in that party with others. What else, please? King of Wands. Okay. King of Wands is this someone very mature, in control and in charge of that energy of theirs, their life. As the king, they're in charge of all that passion, that determination, the confidence. They're in authority. They sit in authority. This is someone, so that it's like sitting in authority. He's like the king. He's in charge, like a father kind of figure in the family or in that connection. They're in charge of that energy. They're in charge. They're the very mature person. This is someone who is non-committal, charismatic, They like to have a good time and enjoy life. They don't like to be controlled. They don't like to answer to others. This is an energy of someone who likes to be in charge of their own authority, their own life. They don't want anyone to take control. This is like a leader. This is someone who's like a leader. But this King of Wands does have weaknesses to him, you know. This is someone who is very, very, very passionate, very confident and determined in that energy of theirs. All right, Spirit, what else is there, please? Judgment. Oh, wow. Judgment. Balance. Final decision. Wake up call. Set yourself free. But there is a decision that needs to be made. And it's like, you know, it's saying 10-10. So 10-10 means ending. Completed. Now you're needing to wake up to that decision. Wake up to that call. It's like, you know, you've been woken up from your sleep. You've been woken up from your sleep. It's like you've been asleep all this time, but now you are being awakened to that call. Now, whatever that call is for you, only you know, Pisces. But that angel is giving you that call. That angel is sending you a message. What else, please, Spirit? Queen of Swords. Okay. King to the Queen, equal in their authority. There is no difference. They're both equal on that throne. She's the Queen of Swords and he's the King of Wands. Maybe this Queen of Swords has a decision to make. This is someone who is very, very mature. This is someone who is truthful, honest, straightforward, you know, and but very fair, because her hand is outstretched, but the sword is raised. She will cut you down very quickly, but she's also fair in that sense that she will allow you to come forward and speak, but it must match the information, the knowledge, the truth that the Queen has. Because her sword is raised, she will cut you down if you're not speaking the truth. Because the Queen of Swords is that energy, that person who has had that transformation to this very, very mature, stable kind of energy as the Queen. She's been through a lot. So she's had that transformation and she's gained that strength, that wisdom, the intellect, the knowledge on the truth. So you can't bluff her. You cannot bluff the Queen of Swords because she's truthful, honest. Give me one more, please, Spirit. Hierophant. You could be married. You could be married to this person. Because the Hierophant is all about commitment, marriage. The Hierophant is also like a mentor kind of energy. This is your values, your beliefs, and your boundaries. Taurus, major arcana card for Taurus. Could be a Taurus you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. But this is like maybe for some of you. Could be this person you go to for guidance, for teachings. This person guides you like a mentor. You go to them for a teaching, a blessing, like a pope or a priest or a bishop in marriage, as well as knowing your boundaries in marriage. What's your values? You know, what do you know about marriage? What is that to you? So maybe there is conflict in your beliefs. There is conflict in your boundaries, because the Queen of Swords has boundaries. King of Wands has no boundaries. Okay, this King of Wands energy has no boundaries because he is the leader. He's in charge, so he has no boundaries. So there could be that conflict. Maybe this Queen of Swords has that conflict with the King of Wands, who has no boundaries. Maybe in marriage. Okay, tell me, what's the challenges, please, Spirit, for Pisces? There you are, Pisces. You're coming up in your own reading, in the challenge, which is the Moon card. That's you, Pisces. It's a major arcana card for Pisces, and I'm doing a Pisces reading. So the Moon card is all about deception, illusion, secrets, things that are hidden from you. Whether this is with information or something that's been done that you're not aware of, something you're not aware of. So it's being hidden. Way deep it's being hidden. Maybe your intuition is telling you that there is something that's hidden. But it will come to light. Because whatever's done in the dark, whatever's hidden, the sun will shine its light on it. It will be revealed. Whatever's done in darkness, it will be revealed. Maybe this King of Wands is afraid that something may come to light. What else, please, for the challenge? Ace of Wands. That passionate new beginning, which the King of Wands is sitting there. The King of Wands is in charge of that energy. So the Ace of Wands is an energy of passion. Start of all that passion, the confidence, determination, that action, willpower. You know, so it's that massive, massive wand. So this King of Wands has weaknesses. The King of Wands may have had this passionate new beginning with somebody else. Maybe that's what the King of Wands is keeping, and it's challenging for you because you know that there are secrets. There is something that's been kept from you. You know it. Your intuition is telling you that there are secrets. What else, please, Spirit? In the challenge? Five of Cups, conflict in your feelings. Conflict with those feelings of yours, because if you see 3 cups are there and there's 3 cups that's been spilt. Okay, so 3 cups have been spilled. That connection has been lost. That person in that connection has been lost. Maybe that's what you're grieving. You're feeling that sadness, that loss of that connection with someone. Because maybe you know that there was an extra cup brought in to the connection. But you will, move on from it. You build that bridge and you will move on, and you will realize that there is something out there for you with the 2 of Cups. There is a connection that's out there for you. So you will build that bridge in your feelings and you will move on from it to find that connection. So you will move on from the conflict or those challenges for you. What else, please, Spirit? Two of Swords. Oh, okay. The Two of Swords is, again, it's a decision. You're needing to make a decision. You're staying grounded, but you're in your feelings. And in your feelings, you know that you're needing to find that balance and settle on that energy with a decision that is of priority for you. But I see you keeping a blindfold on. So for me, I would say you're protecting your heart. You're protecting yourself from being hurt, because you know that if you make a decision, take action on it, it will cause you that pain. It will cause you heartache. But in time, you will heal and make peace with that decision of yours. But because you got a blindfold on, Pisces, I would say remove that blindfold and see that you're needing to make a decision. There is a decision that needs to be made, because you got Judgment there as well, which is a wake-up call to a decision, a final decision, a final call to take action on that decision of yours. It's like you're sitting on the fence and you're keeping yourself very grounded by sitting on that fence. So it's like you're neither here or neither there, either here or neither there, whichever way you want to take it. It's like you're not here, you're not there, you're sitting slap bang in the middle. So you're on the fence with that decision. And you know, because Pisces is very intuitive energy. Pisces is someone who, they're very intuitive. They're very, very connected to their intuition. And you know that there is something that is being hidden from you. You know there is secrets, and you're needing to make that decision. But you're keeping yourself on the fence because you've got a blindfold on. Give me one more for the challenge, please, for Pisces. Eight Cups. You're in your feelings. A lot of feelings coming up for you. You've got Three of Cups there. Then you've got Five of Cups here. And you've got the Eight of Cups in your challenge. And again, it's the Five of Cups at the bottom, which is that conflict in those feelings of yours. There is conflict in it, because you know that maybe someone brought this cup into the connection, brought that extra cup into the connection, which is here. There we are, that passion cup that's coming towards the two cups there. And that's that one cup that's there, and two cups there. And then you've got your Five Cups here again. That's that Three Cups that's been spilled. Those Three Cups there, that connection there has been spilled. It's been spilled. So, but you've got a connection that's there. There is two cups still standing. So in time you will realize that there is a connection out there for me. There is someone out there for me, and you will move on from it. You will build that bridge in your feelings and move on. And Eight of Cups comes out as your last card in the challenge, which is saying you're walking away now. You're walking away from that conflict. You're walking away from conflict in your feelings, because you know that there was that extra cup that came into the connection. So you're walking away to have progress in your feelings. You're walking away to have a new beginning in your life and in your feelings, and find what you're looking for. So you're leaving those 8 empty cups. You're leaving it behind, because there's nothing there to hold you back. There is nothing. They're empty. They're empty because it's been spilled. You want progress in your life. in your feelings. You want progress. You want that growth. You don't want to feel stuck. What's the outcome, please? Spirit, give me the outcome, please. 5 of Wands, conflict. But this is petty conflict, petty arguments, petty disagreements. Nothing that you cannot get over. You know, it's not like the swords where they leave deep wounds. It doesn't. It is pettiness. They're only sticks. So it's like this could be, there is conflict with passion. There is conflict with the truth. There is conflict with your stability. There's conflict in your feelings. This is like clashes of ego. Maybe for some of you in the outcome, if this is external, maybe for some of you, you're maybe clashing with other people's opinions, egos. If this is internal for you, you are having that conflict, internal conflict with yourself. What else, please, Spirit? Page of Swords. Okay. So here you came up as the Queen of Swords. But in your outcome, you're coming up as the Page of Swords, which is that immature energy, that page-like, things like that page-like energy, which is saying you're curious to get more information. You're curious to learn something new. You're in this energy of wanting to learn something, gain that knowledge. This is immature energy, childlike kind of energy, I would say. Because you don't have, even though you're standing on that hill, you don't have all the knowledge that you're needing. So you're needing to gain that knowledge. You're needing to gain. But here you're sitting as the Queen of Swords, as someone very, very mature. Very mature. Maybe the Queen of Swords, even though she has all the knowledge on the truth, she's that truthful, honest person. Maybe she's in the outcome, you will come up, your energy will come up as someone immature, young, childlike, curious to learn and gain more knowledge, learn something new in your life, start something new in your life. Or there could be someone in your outcome who's mature, but their knowledge, their intellect, their way of communication or communicating is very immature. They're not very mature in that, I won't say field, but I would say more like in that energy of theirs. They find it hard to communicate as a mature person. What else, please, Spirit? But that's a new beginning. Pages are like new beginnings. They're learners. 7 of Swords. Trickiness, deceitfulness. Trying to get away with something. And what they're trying to get away with is the 5 Swords. And I don't see that out here, but I do see the 7 of Swords and the Page of Swords. That new beginnings and the Queen of Swords. So maybe for some of you, not all of you, maybe for some of you, you are protecting and guarding yourself from that deceitfulness from somebody else. So you're going to guard yourself from those 5 swords of pain, that conflict, that heartache, that betrayal, all the lies and the deceit, the gossiping, backstabbing. So you're going to guard yourself from that energy. And 2 swords are still standing. So that is the 2 swords where you're needing to make a decision. Whether you want to, you have that decision that you're needing to make, whether you want to make that decision and walk away, or you want to keep yourself stuck. Or you want to, just, sorry, wrong one. Don't want to make that decision because you're afraid of being hurt. And maybe for some of you, there is this energy that's around you or coming towards you. Maybe that's why you're trying to learn and gain more knowledge of this person who's very tricky, very deceitful, very cunning. What else in the outcome, please? Three of Wands. Okay, so Three of Wands is like you're waiting. You've made a decision. You've taken action on something. Maybe where before you were at a crossroads. I don't see Two of Wands, but I would say you were at a crossroads with a action or a decision. You weren't sure what to do. You weren't sure which way to turn. Go right or go left or go straight. It was like you were at a T-junction, at a crossroads, but it feels like you're no longer at a crossroads because you've kind of made that decision. You've taken action on it, and now you're waiting for the results. You're waiting for that decision or that action that you've taken to come back to you, the answers to come back. So it's like you're in this energy, I would say a bit of waiting for your ships to roll in. You're waiting for that ship to roll in. All right, Spirit. What else is there in the outcome, please? Knight of Wands. Wow, you got the King of Wands there, and you've got the Knight of Wands in your outcome. This is again that mature person, you know, warrior kind of energy, rushing forward with extreme speed, you know, someone who's very passionate, very confident, very determined, non-committal kind of energy. It's like, you know, they rush in for a good time. I'm in for a good time and I'm gone. I'm not hanging around another minute. Once I get what I need to get, I'm gone from here. I don't hang around for too long because I don't like to commit. I don't like to be in a place for too long. So that's that non-committal kind of energy, that free spirit, that social butterfly, that charismatic kind of energy with the Knight of Wands. But they're mature. This is a mature energy, very confident. Very, very confident. So I would say for some of you, if you're coming up as the Knight of Wands, maybe you're needing to embrace that energy, that confidence, that determination of the Knight of Wands and go and do what you're needing to do in your life. Don't just sit there and do nothing. Say, I want to do it, but you're not doing anything. Get up and go and do what you're needing to do. And maybe for some of you, there is this Knight of Wands, mature, non-committal kind of energy that's coming towards you. Someone who is not going to commit. What's the overall message for this reading for Pisces? Give me a message, please. What's the overall message for Pisces, please? Thank you, Spirit. That was the message. And what's sitting at the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. And that's your last card in your energy. There we are. The Hierophant. Understand your beliefs, values, and your boundaries. That's teachings, morality, education, divine wisdom, kindness, and tradition. That's the major arcana card for Taurus. Earth energy. The element of earth. Okay, let's see what your message is. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, that's nice. Ten of Pentacles is recognition, realization, endings, result of true will, legacy, inheritance, roots, security, family, prosperity, pinnacle of success. So it's like you reached the pinnacle of all that success with the Ten of Pentacles. Everything in fruition and wisdom from all stages of life. And I will leave it there Pisces, till I catch you in the next reading. Till then, you please take care, stay safe, and have a beautiful week. Bye-bye.